It's Captain Schultz, Twist Palm Salty Adventures here. We're out here doing some more inshore fishing this morning. We're going to throw a few different baits. I'm going to try is this jointed bait. See what we can't get to come up and bite on those. I'm just going to fish these docks, just swim this bait around, see what we can't entice to bite. Well, lizard fish like it. Coming up here, the infamous Perdido Blaine. What's up, brother? There we go. He swung and missed, kept going at him, and booyah, trout. The jointed jerkbait works. He's short, but he's pretty. Yeah, that last trout, it was fun to catch him. He swung and he missed. I had him just barely nicked my lure on the way to the boat, and I stuck it out, threw about 4 or 5 more casts, right back to the same spot, and worked this, twitched this bait. You can see it's got some pretty good action. I figured it might do a pretty good job out here. Twitched it and twitched it, kept working it, and by God, that trout came back and he swiped at it again, and I hooked him. That's why it's called fishing. You just keep plugging away, working that bait, hoping there's a school of them, or hoping another one will come up and swipe at it, or the same one will come back. A lot like bass fishing. When you miss that first bass, you don't just give up that spot. You kind of work that spot a little bit, see if you can entice them with different techniques, different styles. But pretty proud of that fish, because I got it to come back and hook up on this experimental process. That's what fishing's all about: getting out, experimenting, finding out what works, and then mirroring that every time you take someone out fishing with you, or you go out fishing. Pretty cool concept. You run into great people like Perdido Blaine and his crew. He's got a charter out here today. Can't get better than this, folks. There. Oh, that's a pretty one. Look at that. Booyah. That right there should keep. Hi folks, how you doing? Captain Schultz here. Just finishing up about a 2.5 hour experimental trip. Put on this little slotted crankbait that I showed you earlier, and to see how it would do in the salt water. I was really hoping to be able to pull up some redfish, but it did work well for trout. It had a very swimming action. You jerked it a little bit, really lightly, let it kind of twitch, and it kind of had a little suspension to it. And when that bait would twitch, those trout would attack it. I will tell you, if you're out looking for lizard fish, that bait was outstanding. But thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this experimental inshore bait check. Twist Palm Salty Adventures. Look me up, twistpalmsaltyadventures.com. I'd be happy to take you out and get you out on charter.